Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm doing my persuasive speech on esports. What is esports? Okay, esports is electronic sports, and it is where professional gamers who have become really good go to these tournaments. And at these tournaments, they compete against each other, and sometimes it's for thousands of dollars, sometimes it's for a trophy, or maybe they just want some credit, or sometimes they even do it for charity. And it has become a huge thing in today's generation. And many people like to argue that it's just a hobby, it's not a sport, but I'm here to tell you that it really is a sport. And I will give you examples and why. Um, for one, Forbes magazine has said that the esports industry is set to make a 38% increase from 2017 to 2018. That is a $1.65 billion revenue in 2019, which is a big increase, and that is just for online gaming. Some of the biggest tournaments that are held with these esports games are right now Fortnite. Everyone loves Fortnite. We got Dota. We got League of Legends. League of Legends is one of the biggest, and then Rocket League, which Rocket League's like soccer with cars. It's insane. Um, but these games are strategic. You have to communicate in them, and that is one of the main points on why I believe that it is a sport. And if you look at the definition in the dictionary, it says anything that involves physical exertion and has a team trying to achieve a goal. Um, yeah, some may say, I mean, gaming doesn't involve physical exertion. I mean, it doesn't, but I mean, it is tiring if you're sitting there competing for hours at a time. But it does entail a team coordinating and communicating together, all to achieve one goal, and that is to win and to be better than all of these other professionals around them, which I mean is really hard to do. Um, So, esports started actually in the 1980s. Space Invaders was the very first tournament ever. Um, but due to the downhill battle of arcade games, those quickly went away, and we didn't see the the gaming tournaments pop up until the 2000s. Um, Once the 2000s hit, it started to make a steady increase. And now that we have the games that we have, like League of Legends and Dota, and the first person shooters like Fortnite, um, it really has made a significant increase. Um, and one of the main reasons that uh, this has become so popular is due to an app called Twitch. The Twitch app allows people who love to game but aren't yet ready for the professional. Um, it allows them to get on the app and watch some of their favorite players play the game. I know that sounds silly to a lot of people. Why are you going to watch these people game if you have your own and you can play? Well, let me tell you, these people are fantastic. And this is what the Twitch app looks like. So I follow, of course, I follow Ninja. If you play Fortnite, I'm sure you probably follow him. And you simply, so here's his name. You simply click on it, and it brings up his stream. He's streaming right now. And you can see how, like, who he's playing with, and basically watch him win. Um, but one of one of the arguments with these games is that they are always changing, they're always updating, and gameplay changes. It's very strategic, and um, if you would, if you combined or if these changes that change every day in the gaming world happened in, say, an NBA game, it would be like you're playing Dirk Nowitzki, who's already tall, and they during the game they just change him and make him 8 feet. Then the teams have to strategically maneuver and decide how they're going to defend this guy who was once 7 foot, now he's 8 foot. That is kind of how online gaming changes. I mean, you have an update and all of a sudden you have a different gun to use, or the gun that you love so much is now nerfed and it is not very good anymore. These changes happen a lot, and gamers have to adjust and get better with them. Um, in my conclusion, uh, esports by definition is considered a sport that generates massive revenues and it continues to grow. I mean, for most people, they think it's a hobby, and um, a lot of people think poker is a hobby, but you see poker being played on ESPN a lot. I mean, it's just dudes sitting at a table playing with their cards. I mean, I would consider it a sport though, because it takes a lot of strategy and skill, just like esports. And um, I hope I have persuaded you to at least acknowledge or think about the gaming industry and to think like, hey, maybe it could be considered a sport.